Yo, what's good with y'all, man? It's your boy Knockout Boxing 86 TV, and we live up in here, man. Back for another great show. Back on our normal schedule. COVID couldn't keep us away from this boxing talk, bro. Y'all be sure to smash the like button as you come in the building. Let me know you here. Drop a comment. Um, let's get it popping, bro. Look, man, we got a lot to talk about today, man. We got a whole hell of a lot to talk about as we continue this conversation, man. We got to talk about Earl Spence, Terrence Crawford. We got some Tank Davis, Devin Haney news, talking about Triple G. We got Dimitri Bivol, Connor Ben, just a whole lot of things that we can discuss today, man, that I'm really looking forward to talking to you guys about, man. I'm going to try to be live for as long as I can. I am going to drop the link today as well. But y'all know with COVID, you'll be feeling great 1 minute, and then the next minute, it hits you like a ton of bricks. So we're going to try to be live for as long as we can tonight, man, and really just have fun talking about some of these hottest topics in boxing. Let's see who we got in the building so far, man. Let's see who we got in the building. Get the likes up. Smash on the like button. Likes are free. They don't cost you nothing. If you do want to donate to the channel, you can donate to the channel on the Cash App, or you can hit that super chat button, man. Anything you're able to do is always appreciated. Let me go over here to my notifications real quick. Just give me a moment. And let's see who we got in the building so far. All right, there we go. We should be good. Okay, let's see who we got, man. We got iKarma 123, always on time and always showing love. What's up, iKarma? Salute to you, bro. Have Smoke, what's good with you, Have? Salute, Have. We got Kawhi Elliott. Salute, Kawhi Elliott. Salute to you, Knockout. I see you. Let's work, big fish. Most definitely, bro. G Parker, what's good with you, G? Mr. Mechanical in the building. What's up, Mr. Mechanical? Let me see who else we got up in here, man. Uh-oh. It skipped on me. We coming over here. Okay, there we go. The Fans Corner. What's up, the Fans Corner? Salute to you, bro. Big Texas ATX. Cletus Smith in the building. What up, Big Tex? Tupac in the building. What up, Tupac? Salute to you. YouTube 91. Peace to you. Jaron Davis. What's good with you, Jaron? Salute to you. So far, that's everybody. We got 18 people in the building right now. Smash the like button. Let's get as many people in here as possible as we try to get crunk on this Wednesday night for this boxing talk. Now, I want to go ahead and rip off the Band-Aid, bro. I want to rip off the Band-Aid, right? What's up with all this Gervonta Tank Davis slander, bro? And that's what I want to know, man. It's like, it's turning into one of these situations with Tank Davis, bro, where I don't know if he's going to ever be able to get rid of the criticism that people have of him, no matter what he does, bro. And salute to my beautiful wife who's been doing a great job taking care of me. I appreciate you, baby. We pushing through it for as long as we can, but I promise you, if I get to feeling bad, we'll just cut it off. But I'm gonna try to go for as long as I can. YouTube 91 says, "How the COVID going, bro? Feeling better?" Yeah, I'm feeling a lot better. I'm feeling a lot better. Today was the first day I woke up and I didn't have a fever. My temperature's been holding steady at a good temperature, at normal body temperature all day. Hoping to keep that going and see if I can do that 2 days in a row and wake up feeling better tomorrow. So we'll see, but I'm doing good. But Tank Davis, bro. So Tank Davis has been coming out of his shell a little bit. People are starting to ask him about who he want to fight. What does he want to do? And he's starting to answer questions. Brian Custer on his podcast before the Tank Davis and Rolly Romero fight asked Tank Davis about some comments Devin Haney made. Tank Davis responded to those comments. On the Rize Podcast, which is a great channel here on YouTube. Y'all go subscribe to him. What up, not me? I see you. I don't know, TZ Frank's a great question. How the hell that did get announced? That shit is not until January, and we already know when they fight. Still nothing on Spence and Bud. We're going to get to it, though. But Gervonta Davis has started saying, yeah, if you win, Devin, I want to fight you next. Or I want to fight Ryan Garcia. Or, you know, ask the question about Devin Haney going 12 rounds when you say you already know. Now, I was talking to a couple of the brothers today. What up, Money? I see you, bro. Salute to you. I was talking to a couple of my homies today, everything boxing, OTB, outside the box boxing, you know what I'm saying? And we was going back and forth, kind of throwing this subject around. And they were trying to act like they ain't know what that means. When Tank say, oh, you already know. And I just found it odd because I could see what that mean. Man, like, nah, he wouldn't last with me. And now OTB thinks that Ryan Garcia, and a lot of people that think like OTB, so I'm not just calling him out. They think Ryan Garcia is a good fighter. But if Tank Davis fight Ryan Garcia, they would still be critical of Tank Davis. And I don't understand that. JD, what up? I don't understand that. I don't understand how a year ago, because it was just a year ago. It was just a year ago. What up, Kwame? I ain't see OTB in here. But what's up with you, bro? It was just a year ago. We was all pushing for Ryan Garcia to fight Devin Haney. We were like, yo, how can you be his mandatory and you don't want to fight him? You know what I'm saying? You ducking him. You want to go interim and shit. We did that shit. But when it comes to Ryan Garcia and Tank Davis, now Ryan Garcia is trash. It's a trash-ass fight for Tank. I don't understand that, bro. I don't understand the different strokes for the different folks. Money, I'm going to blame it on COVID, bro. Everybody, if you want to get off on me, you better get off on me this week while I'm not 100%. You better get off on me this week while I'm not 100%. Right? And so what I'm here to say, and what my point is this, bro. If Tank Davis' next fight in October or November or whenever he fight, if it's Ryan Garcia, bro, it's a good fight. It's a good freaking fight, bro. You can't tell me that it's not, bro. Because Ryan Garcia will be good for anybody else. Point blank, period. Now, I think Gervonta Davis is going to thrash Ryan Garcia if they fight. Because I don't think highly of Ryan Garcia as a fighter. But that don't mean that it's not a big fight and that's not one of the best possible opponents for him. And it's definitely the most lucrative when you look at the fight selling and the fan bases. Those are the two biggest names in the division. Like them or hate them. Love it or hate it, those are the two biggest names in the division when you look at star power, bro. Bruce, what up? So, and then that fight would have validity added to it because make no mistake about it, Ryan Garcia is in tough this week, and we got our prediction show tomorrow. Y'all be sure to come check it out. Ryan Garcia is in a tough fight this week. And so if he's able to beat Javier Fortuna and beat him consistently, yeah, I think he got talent, but I don't think he's good. Not me. I don't think Ryan's taking advantage of his talent. And I don't think he's a trash fighter. I'm just comparing him to Devin Haney, Lomachenko, Tank Davis. I think all those guys are a level above Ryan Garcia, not me. And that's where I'm coming from with the, I think Tank Davis going to thrash him. That's what I mean by that, bro. So, for Tank Davis, bro, there's not many other opponents. Devin Haney is tied up with Kambosos and then another fight with Top Rank. And I just find it very, very funny that now all of a sudden the business of boxing doesn't matter anymore. Now all of a sudden we're at a point where we're acting like it doesn't matter that Devin Haney is tied to Bob Arum, and basically Bob Arum is deciding who Devin Haney fights. People are still acting as if Devin has some sort of leverage or he can move and do what he wants and go make this happen, go make that happen. He gave that up when he signed on to become undisputed, bro. And it's like when they asked Tank a question about these guys, he said they clout chasing or they clout baby or whatever he says about them, they criticize. Oh, man, you need to respond. They calling you out and you ain't even saying you want to fight them. You saying that they clout this, clout that. Then when they asked Tank Davis about the same fighters again, and you say, yeah, I want to fight that one next. So, yeah, they all can get it. Or what's up? What's going on? Then all of a sudden, we have an issue with that too. I think we to the point, and this is okay with me because I want to see the fights. I think Tank Davis is to the point with some that they're just going to criticize him until they see him in the ring with who they want to see him fight. And if that's you, cool, bro. I ain't tripping. Let's just keep that energy, on par with everybody, bro. Let's just keep that. Let's keep that same energy for every single person that we come across. Because I'm here to tell y'all, everybody that's listening to me, I'm here to tell you loud and clear, bro. Unless your name is Vasily Lomachenko or Teofimo Lopez, you ain't fought nobody at lightweight, bro. I hate to say it. I don't want to be, you know what I'm saying? I hope it don't rub nobody the wrong way, but unless your name is Vasily Lomachenko or Teofimo Lopez, you ain't really fought nobody at lightweight, bro. Straight up and down. Let's just keep it real. You can like another fighter's attitude more than you might like Tank's. You can like Tank's attitude more than you might like another fighter. Like it is what it is. But as far as actually in the ring, only people that fought somebody was Teofimo and Vasily Lomachenko, bro. Everybody else, we still waiting. 100%. Still waiting to see what you got. They go for Ryan Garcia, Tank Davis, Devin Haney, all of them, bro. They need to mix it up. And we still got questions about Vasily Lomachenko. And Vasily Lomachenko has actually fought Teofimo Lopez. But we still want to see him do what? We want him in there with Tank. We want him in there with Devin. So all these fighters still got questions, bro. Excuse me. I'm about my bad, y'all. I had to cough. And so that's my thing, Money. And you made a good point right there. And that's what I was saying when now we act like the business don't exist. Now all of a sudden Devin being with Top Rank doesn't matter. But we can all understand that it makes it hard when they come to Spence and Crawford, when Bud was with Top Rank and Spence with the PBC. It's funny, bro. It's just funny that we come to a point in boxing, bro, where we can just kind of pick and choose what we want to buy into, or pick and choose what matters and what doesn't matter. All of that. Yeah, JD, I'm doing all right, man. Tested positive for COVID this past Saturday. Been quarantining, man, trying to stay on top of my health. I'm feeling a lot better. I'm able to actually talk. Got some energy. And we're just taking it day by day. But yeah, bro, I'm doing all right. Doing all right. Just trying to maintain. That's why my camera ain't on, because I'm actually doing my show from the room and shit, man. I ain't even in my normal setup. I gotta talk this boxing, bro. You know what I mean? Gotta talk this boxing, bro. I can't help it. I miss you guys. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't able to go live last week because I was on vacation. Then while on vacation, I catch COVID. And so then I came back this week, and I couldn't miss 2 weeks of shows in a row, bro. That's just, yeah, I'll be like, damn, Knockout still got a channel? What's going on? Nah, bro. I can't. I gotta be live with the people. Dante, what's up with it, bro? And so it's just the picking and choosing, and I said this, bro, and I say it again, like, everyone's enamored with the call out, right? Like, oh, they calling out Tank, or this person calling out this person. This person want all the smoke because they calling out. But that person's making all these calls out, calling out, knowing the business of boxing, knowing that I'm calling this person out. They with the PBC, I'm with Top Rank. Or I'm calling this person out, I'm with the Zone, they with the PBC. Or I'm with the Zone, they with Top Rank. I know these fights are hard to make, but I'm calling people out anyway. Do we really give credit to that shit? Is that where we at now? Or is it the fighter that's like, yeah, I ain't calling nobody out because shit, I got this promoter. Basically, like, I know this fight ain't gonna happen, so why I'm gonna call out people for unrealistic ass fights when they're not gonna happen? Because I know who I'm with. I know I'm tied down, or I know they got a plan for me, or whatever the case may be. Edgar, what's up? So it's just the fact that I don't want to glorify the call out no more, bro. I want to see what people do when they can act, when it can actually be done. Like, it's cool that Tank Davis want to fight Ryan Garcia. He's saying that now. Let's see what happens after Ryan wins. Let's see what happens after Ryan wins. If he's able to beat Javier Fortuna. Is Tank going to keep that same energy and call him out when they both available? Let's see. Are they going to go into negotiations? Let's see. If he doesn't, we on his helmet. But I suspect, since he was already trying to make a fight with him before, that he is going to keep that same energy. I'm sorry to hear that, Byron. I'm sorry to hear that, man. You know, and that's much appreciated. You know, we blessed right now, man. It's been a very mild case, and we just trying to keep it that way and trying to stay healthy and stay positive. And don't worry, everything goes south one bit, I'm in the hospital, but so far we good, bro. We good. So, you know, we just gotta wait and see. I think everybody wants Tank and Devin right now, or Tank and Loma right now. But in reality, while everyone's pointing these fingers at Tank, those guys already have plans too. Bob Arum is already planning Devin Haney versus Lomachenko. Bob Arum loves in-house money. Remember, it's why Bob Arum don't want to make Beterbiev versus Bivol. Remember, this is the same Bob Arum that told you Devin Haney signed to the wrong promoter. And that's why Devin Haney wasn't going to get a shot. But now you got Bob Arum. He has the ability to make an in-house fight between Devin Haney and Lomachenko, or an out-house fight, or a cross-promotional fight with Devin Haney and Tank, or Loma and Tank. What y'all think he trying to do, bro? And if y'all know it, you don't think Tank know it? You don't think Devin know it? You don't think Loma know it? They know that man got plans for them, bro. Yeah, we're going hard on the limits, Leon. Real hard on them. Real hard on them, bro. So, you know, the saga continues with this. I can't wait to see who Gervonta's next opponent is. I know who Devin's next opponent is going to be, assuming that they don't do any step-aside money for Kambosos, or Devin don't drop those belts. Devin's fighting Kambosos, bro. And I can't see my likes right now, but I'm trusting that y'all got the likes up, so please get the likes up for your boy one time, man. Smash on that like button for me one time if you don't mind, bro. But let's move to that now, me, because I was going to talk about that a little bit too. And I can drop the link, man. Let me drop the link for anybody who want to come up here Shoot. As we continue through these topics, I might need a little help today. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to pin that message. All right, there we go. Cool. All right, we good. All right, so the brother, not me, says Zerto versus Bivol has been ordered, and I can't wait. Yeah, they ordered that fight. For those y'all don't know what not me talking about, they ordered Dimitri Bivol to defend his WBA light heavyweight title against Zerto Ramirez. The issue there is this, though. Eddie Hearn has already stated that he is going to try and get an exemption so that Bivol can instead defend his title against Joshua Buatsi and then fight Zerto Ramirez, assuming that Bivol is able to beat Buatsi. Me personally, I say, just give me the Bivol versus Zerto fight, bro. That's a damn good fight. It's a damn good fight. Eddie Hearn seemed a little nervous. Why else? Or he wants. See, he controls Buatsi, and he got Bivol. But Zerto is a golden boy fighter. So if Zerto is able to beat Bivol, then that takes a belt away and out of the control of Eddie Hearn. And so I believe Eddie Hearn is trying to get as much money off of Bivol as he can, especially since Bivol name got a lot more weight after beating Canelo Alvarez. Eddie want to try to cash out on that, bro. And so he wanted him to fight Buatsi in the UK. Buatsi's a huge name over there in the UK. And so Eddie's trying to make that fight, but Oscar De La Hoya, man, this is your time. This is your time to shine, man. You got pushed for that fight. Because me as a fight fan, I ain't gonna lie, both of them are good fights. I wouldn't mind seeing either of them, but I just rate Zerto as a better fighter than Buatsi, so I would love to see the Zerto fight. What's up, right side? Salute, bro. So I want to see that fight, bro. I think that that's a damn good fight. That's a fight that we should be pushing for. And it's one that should be made. Like, now that they've ordered it, they need to give them a certain amount of time to negotiate. Let's put their feet to the fire, right? Put them on the clock. And this is why I don't want, going back to Tank Davis and Devin Haney, another point that was trying to be made to me today about that situation was Tank Davis. What's up, KQ? Tank Davis should exercise his mandatory. He should petition to become Devin Haney's mandatory in the WBA. I say no. I say if they're going to make the fight, they should just make the fight. Now, the argument being made is that they can do that and still have 30 days to negotiate. But Tank should do that so that they know that he really wants the fight. The thing is, all they got to do is just negotiate, bro. If you Tank Davis, you know how stupid that is for you to pigeonhole yourself by petitioning to be the mandatory, and then they mandate that shit, and they say, okay, we're going to mandate the fight. Y'all got 30 days to negotiate. Well, now Devin Haney and them, they know that if you can't do a deal, then they got a timeline on your ass to where if you don't do the deal, this is what you got to take, or you got to walk away from the fight. That's just dumb business, bro. What's up, Johnny Q? That would just be stupid. When if you Tank Davis, everybody won't fight you, right? Everybody won't fight you. Everybody calling your name out. So you can just negotiate the fight. You can just negotiate the fight. You don't have to do all that extra shit, man. When it come to drawing power and who the star is and who makes shit move. Tank is the one that's on pay-per-view regardless, bro. So he ain't finna be a mandatory challenger to shit. If you gonna make a fight with him, it's because y'all gonna come together, y'all gonna make a fight. Ain't gonna be no mandatory shit going on. Especially when you run the risk of them saying, yeah, we'll mandate the fight, but 75-25. I don't think the WBA would do no shit like that. But that's what's in their rules. Challenger get 25%, champion get 75% of the purse. Why would Tank petition some shit that could have him have to accept that if he's unable to make a deal? Now his back is against the wall, try to hurry up and make a deal because he done petitioned to be the mandatory, when in reality, all he got to do is just call up Devin Haney and his team, and they can just negotiate the fight. Zurdo Ramirez and Bivol is totally different because Zurdo is the B-side. Zurdo is the one trying to chase Bivol. Bivol is the more known fighter now since he done beat Canelo Alvarez. He is the A-side. So it's a total different situation. But that fight's a great fight. That's one that we need to see. Big Tony, what's up with you? That's one that we need to see, man. Really, really, as soon as possible, bro. Anybody want to come up here and cook with me, man? The link is in the chat. But let's move on to the next topic, man. Let's talk about let's do one more thing before we get to the Terrence Crawford Earl Spence situation, man. Smash the lockout. Smash the like button, bro. House Solo, what's up? I'm trying, House Solo. I'm trying to get healthy, man. I'm trying to get healthy as I can, bro. Let's see here, man. Oh yeah. Let's talk about that one. Yeah. Before we go there, Conor Benn, bro. Conor Benn versus Chris Eubanks Jr. at a catch weight. Bruh, that is not a good look. And I'm going to explain to y'all why. And they're supposed to be fighting on October the 8th. JD, let me see your face real quick, bro, and then you can turn your camera off. All right, you good.
Appreciate it.
What up? JD, you there?
Get up here, man. Tell him get up here, man.
Tell who to get up here, man.
Tell right side get up here, man, so he can talk our ear off about his boy Devin, man.
Oh yeah, where you? Yeah, right side. I need you today, bro. If I don't need you no other day, I need you today. Shit, I'm struggling through it right now, bro. But man, what you got so far on what you're hearing so far, man?
You know, I'm gonna be honest, and I just want to get up here real quick. Salute to the chat. Salute to KO. I think it would make a lot of sense for Tank to kind of do what he doing and go for the Ryan fight or the Lomachenko fight. And if it were up to, like, if I was in Tank's shoes, I would go ahead and fight Lomachenko and knock him out, so we could just get him out of the question or out of the conversation when it comes to Devin Haney, because, you know, it's just too many obstacles in front of Tank for him to be great. And we all have Kramer to see him, you know, fight higher level opposition, you know, with his skill set and or equivalent to his skill set, I should say. And it would make more sense just to, you know, like Lomachenko, he worked his way up a little bit, don't get me wrong, but he's not in position for a title fight, to me. I don't think he's a title contender anymore. I mean, like that opportunity came and went. If anything, if he's not fighting Devin or Tank, he should try and fight Tio, you know, for a rematch. Get a rematch.
You talking about Loma?
Loma.
Shit, he's still number one in the WBO. So boxing say here. What's up, Cassandra? What's up, Crush? What's up with it? 817. My brother Crush. Ray Patterson, what's up with y'all, man? Salute to everybody. Leon, what's up? And salute to Zulu in that super chat with the $5. He say salute knockout. Hope you feeling better, bro. We appreciate you, man. I appreciate y'all. I'm feeling a little bit better, man. Just a little bit. We hear though. Pool counter. What up, pool counter?
We definitely appreciate knockout. You shouldn't even be up here, man. You should be resting, but for the love of the sport, you up here giving us a good show, man. So shout out to you, bro. Through hard.
What up? Nah, I appreciate that, bro. I do, man. Yeah. I really do. I don't know how long I'm gonna be able to do it today, but shit, I'm gonna go for as long as I can, man.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
But go ahead. What was you saying, bro?
Nah, I know he number 1 in the WBA, but if I'm not mistaken, Devin Haney is the champion, and Tank now is the number 1 in the lightweight division, or the number 2 in the lightweight division, isn't he?
I mean, Devin Haney is the man. I don't know what rankings you're talking about. Like in the WBO, the ones that top rank run, whatever Bob orders in the WBO, Loma's number 1. In the WBA, Tank is the regular champion, and Devin obviously has all the main belts. He's the undisputed champion. So they both in line to get a shot at Devin.
Yeah. So even with that, I personally feel like, I'm gonna say it again. Lomachenko, even though he's ranked, he's not a regular champion or beat a Ryan Garcia or he hasn't beat like a Tank Davis or something notable for him to be in a higher position than Tank. Because to be honest, Tank is still undefeated. He's 27-0, 25 KOs. You know what I'm saying? He walked through damn near everybody he fight. Lomachenko, when he get up to them higher level of competition, if he don't choke, he look a little shaky. Like Richard Comey and Nakatani, that's not really, to me, notable wins because Tio beat them both. Tio had a shaky performance with Nakatani, but he starts Comey.
In 2 rounds.
So in 2 rounds. So really, is that really a notable win like that? And then wasn't Comey knocked down by Robert Easter? Or didn't they have like a really competitive fight? I don't remember the fight. I don't remember watching the fight, but I know it was a competitive fight. So even in that, is that even really like, notable? Now Comey moving up the 140 to fight somebody, and I'm like, what's the point of that? You know what I'm saying?
Check it, bro. Like I like the wins for Loma. Like I want Loma to either get a shot at Devin or get a shot at Tank. Like I think they need to get his scalp on the wall and shit, bro. Like he's still like, if you ain't Devin, if you ain't Tank, I mean, you got to name Loma, and then you start naming a bunch of prospects that we all think very highly of. They could probably give give all of them issues and shit, but Loma still, he deserved a shot, bro. It ain't like he lost to Teofimo and then he just went and got his shot directly back. Like he fought 2 little good contenders in Nakatani and Comey to build himself back up. So yeah, I mean shit, if Kambosos can get a rematch, then I love a Devin Haney versus Loma fight or a Tank Davis versus Loma fight. Like I can't shit on Loma, bro, and say Loma, can't fight these guys or he ain't a contender no more. But I'm watching Tank Davis fight Rolly Romero. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like,
no, see,
do that,
I wasn't saying that. I'm saying Loma to me doesn't deserve a shot with Dev. He need to fight Tank, especially with that shit he talking about Tank not having no skills and being coddled and shit by Mayweather. I really hope I'm really hoping for that fight. I want to see.
I ain't mad at that. Matter of fact,
yeah. I mean,
Devin got a fight in October anyway.
Yeah,
Loma want to come back in October. Yeah. That matches Tank's timeline. I wouldn't be mad if we don't get Devin Haney versus Kambosos 2, Tank versus Loma, and then the 2 winners fight each other. That would be my ideal situation. So I ain't mad at that. Nah. Yeah. But I guess the way you phrasing it, like somebody like deserve a shot at Devin, fight Tank to get a shot. Like, nah, I ain't like Devin. Devin done did his shit. You know what I'm saying? He done did his thing, but nah, ain't nobody. Tank ain't no stepping stone, you know what I'm saying? For nobody to be fight Tank to get a shot type shit.
Tank definitely not a stepping stone. But what Tank is, he's the next best thing besides Devin in the division.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
All I'm pointing out is that Loma talk that shit about Tank, but he don't talk that shit about Devin. He don't say that shit like I got skill and all this and that when it comes to Devin. And they don't really ask Loma about Devin like that. And Loma didn't give Devin his shot. So I personally feel like Loma need to fight, the more dangerous punch Tank, and they closer in height. With Devin, I feel like that shit gonna go a little bit like Kambosos, Haney, if not worse. I feel like Devin is gonna put on a clinic with Loma because he's older now. You know, I don't see Loma doing too good against Devin. Man. Honestly, I don't. Devin is much bigger than Loma, if I'm not mistaken. A better reach. He's 23. He's athletic. He's very sharp.
I think Loma will be much more competitive than Kambosos, though, bro. I really do.
Yeah, but it'll be very cohesive to what we saw with Kambosos because Devin is very intelligent defensively. His IQ is very, very high. You know, but it would take a dangerous puncher that's fast, explosive, and very sharp, just like Devin, to make it competitive, if not stop Devin, in my opinion, to become the next undisputed lightweight champion. I don't see Loma.
But that triangle right there, though, that's the ones we need to see, though. We need to see Devin, Loma, and Tank. We need to see the three of them get it popping. Right side, what up?
What up, KO? My bad, man. I woke up late for your show, man.
It's all good, fam. I appreciate you tuning in, man. What's good, bro?
Man, it's good to have you back, bro. Always good to have you back. You know how it is.
On my first day back, I did a live just for you, bro. I'm talking about the one I did on Saturday.
What live you did Saturday?
I did one Saturday when I got back, bro. I did one just for you Saturday afternoon because I heard you, bro. You know, I be listening, I be watching everything, bro. And I heard you over there just conceding and shit, bro. Talking about Earl Spence and Ugas was a 50-50, bro, per split. And so I came and did a live stream just for you, bro, so you don't let them get you like that no more, because that shit is false, bro. That's a lie, bro.
Did I concede it? I might have. I don't know.
Yeah, you conceded that shit, bro. I was like, nah, my boy. not my boy. We got all the facts over here, man. No, don't let them do you like that, bro. Cause I was driving and shit, man. You know, I was out of town and shit, so I was listening in and driving and shit. And I was like, oh, right side about to cook them. And then and then they said that shit, and you let them say it. I like, nah, bro, don't do that, bro. Don't do that, because that shit is a lie, fam. That shit was not 50-50. So go check out that live I did on Saturday, bro. It was just for that, so you can have, you know, some ammunition, so you don't let people just tell you some shit don't make no sense, bro.
Okay, I got you. I definitely got to go check it out for you.
Yeah, bro, because you look at that, when you see that shit, bro, you'll be like, damn, okay. That don't make no goddamn sense. But anyway, bro, what you got on the topics, man? What we talking about right now, bro? What you got for the show, man?
Man, I don't know, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. The whole Tank Devin 35 shit right now, that shit's starting to get a little out of control, bro. It's starting to get a lot of control, but man, make the fights, man. You know, I understand Dev, he got 2 fights left over there. I just some type of way, bro. I feel like if the fight don't happen pretty soon with Dev and Tank, then it's not gonna happen. Especially with Tank saying the way he felt about fighting at 140. Dev already saying, you know, I'm a sacrifice for the big fights, but in the next 2 fights, bro, if it don't happen, in my opinion, I don't think that fight gonna happen no time soon. And I don't know, man. I just want to see the fight. So, man, make the fight happen. But at the end of the day, bro, Tank, man, he done surprised me, bro. He done surprised me a little. You know, when they were talking about him re-signing and all that kind of stuff, I told you, man, I don't know what's going on. I got to sit back and wait and see. I got to wait and see what's going on. And
that's the best thing to do, because don't nobody know shit right now.
Yeah, I was going to say, and even now, regardless of what everybody's saying, you feel me? I'm still in that kind of that waiting pattern, you know what I'm saying? Trying to make sure I'm understanding what's going on and accurate before I talk about the situation too much. And so it was good. You know, it was good to hear Tank come out and say a little bit on the Rize Podcast, but it would be nice if he'd be a little more vocal. But at the end of the day, Tank gonna do what Tank gonna do, you know what I'm saying? So we got to see what it is. Now, I will say I was disappointed in Floyd a lot more than not necessarily for quote unquote holding Tank back, but for some of the comments that he made, you know what I'm saying, surrounding Tank. And
talk about it. We'll get into that too. You talking about the Shakur and Devin shit that he said, all that shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and talk about this shit, bro. I was gonna get into that too. ETB, what up, bro? Link in there if you want to hop on ETB. Go ahead, bro.
And the thing is, bro, like I love Floyd as a fighter, bro. Love him as a fighter. Love him. It's man, some of the stuff that the man's saying, it's like, man, come on, man. It don't even make sense. And you know, everybody done talked about it here, there, whatever. But when you tell, you know, hey, if Tank, if he go undisputed, I tell him to drop the belts the next day. Oh, I ain't got no problem with it. Oh, I tell him to drop 3 of the belts. No problem with it. You don't want to pay the sanction fees, drop them. I ain't got no problem. At least let them attempt to go get them, bro. Don't sell us this narrative that the belts don't mean anything, that the fighters are above the belts. Once you start, and then in the next breath, you know what I'm saying, come back and say, well, hell, you can't say I won, even though I wasn't undisputed, I did something better than undisputed and went right back to the belts. You know what I'm saying? I had 5 at one time. Well, so you was paying 5 sanctioning fees on all them belts. But then right before that, you telling us that the belts don't mean nothing. But then you're going to tell her, well, I beat all these champions. I done beat the most champions. And, man, come on, bro. Floyd, stop with the nonsense, bro. And then to say, hey, y'all don't need to be asking about Tank. Shakur and Dev, y'all on the same side. Y'all fight each other. I want to see that fight. I definitely want to see that fight. But right now, I got one guy campaigning at 30, one guy campaigning at 35, right? How realistic is that fight? Of course, Shakur said he going to move up. But we know that Dev got a fight with Kambosos, and then he got a rematch with Lomachenko. Or not a rematch with Lomachenko. Bob probably gonna set him up to fight Lomachenko, because we know Bob been trying to get Lomachenko the belts for the longest. Yeah. And so when Floyd come out and say all this stuff, man, I feel like he putting the wrong picture out there, and I feel like he done to some degree he done made Tank believe some of the stuff, because I just don't understand how Tank would think that the belts don't mean nothing. It's your prize fight, and I understand you fighting for your money, but at the same time, you should still want your legacy to be defined. And once again, I think Tank is the goods, bro. You know, I argue with you about who better, him or Dev, but I think Tank is the goods. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, he the goods. This young man, he got power in both hands, great footwork. I mean, the man can fight. He can box. You know what I'm saying? And once again, one of the biggest punchers in boxing, pound for pound. And so I just went to hear him and his coach, Coach Cal, come out and talk about how it was more about the money and this and that. It's just, I don't know, it's a sad state in my opinion. And I feel like it's a state that Floyd Mayweather has bred for the lower division. You know what I'm saying? That's what I kind of got on that right now.
I think, and before I pass it to her, I think it could be, I mean, just to throw this out, y'all know I try to provoke thought on this channel and get people to see things a different way. Could just be Floyd being petty and being a hater. And I say that because let's look at Floyd's actions lately just as a whole. He say that he is the PBC and Al Heyman is he, and he hope he run the PBC. So how come he ain't did none of his exhibitions on the PBC? If they got such a good relationship, point one. Point two, what else has he done recently? Oh, Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford, that shit ain't done till I say it's done. You gonna hear it from me or you gonna hear it from Fight Hype? Oh, really? Oh, okay. And now, oh, shit, Tank, man, what y'all worried about Tank for? Shit, Shakur and Dev, they need to fight each other. Who that make look bad? That shit make Tank look bad. Why would he be doing all of that shit, bro? Because maybe he mad that Al Heyman, number one, Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford, the biggest fight in boxing, probably had nothing to do with him. And what does that do? When you talk about Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford, who your ass ain't talking about? You ain't talking about Floyd. You ain't talking about Floyd ass. When Tank Davis is possibly about to get Ryan Garcia, if it is true that he's gone from Mayweather Promotions, who tried to make that fight first? Mayweather Promotions, Leonard Ellaby tried to make the fight with Ryan Garcia first. But now who talking about it? Steven Espinoza is talking about he trying to make Terrence Crawford and Earl Spence, and he's trying to get Ryan Garcia and Tank Davis. So I feel you, bro, but I don't know. It's hard to take Floyd serious when he talk because I know how petty he is, and I know how he'll cap, bro, and he'll lie. Like he just got through lying and saying that even if Tank did re-sign with him, He just said that Tank was with Mayweather Promotions for life, bro. He just said like he's with us for life. So I'm supposed to believe that Tank Davis was smart enough at 22 years old, having no business knowledge in boxing. He was smart enough at 22 years old to not sign a lifetime deal. But now at 27, going on 28, with his own promotional company, GTD Promotions, now he's dumb enough to sign a lifetime deal with Floyd Mayweather and Mayweather Promotions. Like, I don't know, bro. Floyd he coming across very salty and like he got an agenda and shit, bro. Like, I don't know. So I feel what you're saying, right side, and I ain't mad at it, man. You had a lot of great points. I would just say I'm taking what Floyd say with a grain of salt right now because he seemed like a loose cannon that's just throwing shit up against the wall right now, hoping that it stick, bro. To be 100% real with you. But Herb, what's up, Herb?
Yo, what up? What up? Can y'all hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear, brother. What you got? What you got for the show, man? And thanks for coming up.
Oh man, always, man. I'm actually about to leave out, so I'm glad I was able to catch some of it though. But y'all was talking about that Floyd situation with well, first I wanted to
we talking Loma, Tank, Devin. Right side brought up some good points about Floyd, man. Just whatever, bro. Whatever you want to bring to the table. We kind of open to talk about anything in boxing, bro. We just love boxing, man.
And I feel you, and that's what I wanted to touch on that Loma. When that good brother brought up the Loma situation about him being him not deserving it, with boxing being at such a it's at a stage right now where it's kind of important when you need these names to draw in more fans. I would say probably about like 5-6 years ago, right at the end of Floyd's career, I got drawn in. And I've been in love with it ever since. So people like Loma is still important. He is a name. So like you said, he's not a stepping stone, and he definitely corrected his statement on that one. But I think that's good if Tank and Loma get that fight, because that would be it'd be a massive fight. But I think that's also why he hasn't brought up Devin Haney's name. For the amount of money that him and Haney would fight for, that would be a hell of a fight. And I don't even see him winning that one. I don't see him beating either one. But if I'm going to get my ass whooped, excuse my language, I'll take that big ass payday with Tank. So I think that's where the trolling and calling Tank. Because as we could see, everybody.
But see, that's like a misnomer, because Devin's opponents actually make more money than Tank's opponents.
No. Yeah, you're right. And this is something.
So you don't even get a big payday fight in Tank. Now you get better exposure.
And that's what I was about to say. It's just a bigger fight. That's what I was about to come back with. Like, I think two things. You're right. A lot of Tank opponents don't get the same money as Dev opponents, but at the same time, neither one of them has fought a caliber of Loma. We seen Dev go over there and had to take that deal. That wasn't in his best favor. So when Loma come to the table, I'm pretty sure Bob gonna make sure he get a nice slice. So that's why it would be a bigger pie. With the more exposure, it would be a lot bigger pie to slice up if you go in there with Tank. That was the only thing I was saying about that. And I used more money. I should have used more exposure. That's a lot bigger. To me, that's just me. It'd be a bigger fight with Tank and Loma versus Dev and Loma. Because
Tank versus Loma is bigger. It's gonna be more eyes on it. More people gonna watch it because more people watch Tank than they watch Devin. That's a fact. You know.
Yeah.
So.
And that's a and at the end of the day, just like Pretty Boy versus Mayweather, ain't nobody want to see Pretty Boy back in the day. Don't nobody want to see Dev. That is a hard ass fucking fight, man. That is a fight. Ain't nobody trying to step in that ring unless you have to. Meaning your belt on the line, or you not about to get a shot. You about to get put on a shelf somewhere. You gonna take that fight. But you ain't just
so you with right side. Y'all really think people think guys like Tank and
I'm not extreme. No, I'm not
Loma,
saying
y'all think they view Dev that way? You really think they look at Devin like he
not
that?
Them. Not the elite. Now, when you talking about the top names, of course they can pick and choose. So it's kind of like Shane Mosley. Shane Mosley wasn't scared of Mayweather, but he said his tooth was loose. Like, y'all are warriors, dog. You talking about your tooth loose? Tell me he didn't look suspect shaking his damn tooth in the ring when put him on the spot like, won't you fight Mayweather? And he up there stuttering and grabbing his tooth on some weirdo stuff. So like they know they not scared of the person. They just know like, yeah, I got better options out there. So I'm not saying people scared of Dev, but I'm not the biggest Devin Haney fan. I got Tank beating him and actually stopping him 10th or 11th. But real rap, man, that young boy, he got the basics down pat. And I wouldn't compare him to Earl with the basics, but that young boy got a nice jab and he moved and he gonna make you earn that win. He gonna make you earn it.
Let me go to let me read these comments because this brother Alden Johnson brings up some interesting points that I disagree with, but I do understand where he's coming from. But I wanna respond to him. So, in his first comment here, and salute Alden, I appreciate you coming through and putting some input on the channel. You're more than welcome to hop up on the panel if you want to as well. He says Mayweather is real about that when he said that everything goes through him, not Al Heyman. It's just the facts. Al ain't his boss. Mayweather is his boss. He knows everything within the PBC. Then I would say, Alden, if those are facts, then prove it to me. Like, where's the paperwork? Where's the link that we can show that Mayweather runs the PBC other than Mayweather himself just saying it? Because we can find clips of Mayweather saying that shit. Where's the actual proof? Have we ever seen Mayweather announce a PBC fight? Have we seen Mayweather tell us some PBC news? Was he the one to announce Jermell Charlo versus Tim Tszyu? So I mean, I wouldn't say Mayweather running the PBC is just facts. I wouldn't say that because I can't trust Mayweather's word on that. And then he drops another comment, says Mayweather don't care about promotion outside his. He truly believe in his own blueprint, and he want others to follow it. He truly believe in work smarter, not harder. He pushing Tank that way. Facts. Well, that's not true because Floyd fought more champions than anyone else. He's not moving Tank that way. Isn't his blueprint the same way of how he came up? Isn't that what a blueprint means? That I'm going to mold you after myself. So the things that I did, I'm going to mold you so that you can do them too. He's not doing that for Tank Davis. He's doing the opposite of that. Floyd Mayweather fought Jose Luis Castillo. He fought Shane Mosley. He fought Miguel Cotto. He fought Zab Judah. He fought all these other guys that I can't even name off the top of my head because the goddamn COVID got my fucking mind cloudy right now. Hopefully y'all can't tell. But he did all that shit, but then he ain't moving Tank that way. So I would argue, bro, that he's not moving Tank the way that he moved himself, because if he was, no one will be complaining about Tank's competition, because early in his career, when Floyd was 27 years old, no one was complaining about his level of competition because Floyd fought everybody, bro. Everybody. So I disagree with that. I don't believe that he's following the same blueprint that he had with his own career, because if he was, Tank will be fighting much better competition than he is right now. Salute to Pierre Ducharme with that $20 in the super chat. I appreciate you, Pierre. Herb, go ahead and finish up your thoughts, Herb. I want to go to my brother A17. He's been kind of quiet. I want to let him cook, but go ahead, Herb. Finish up, bro.
I got you. Just one last statement. I'm actually going to touch on what my man just spoke on, keep the conversation going. I think sometimes we like to speak in absolutes and we go to the extreme sometimes. Not you, but sometimes when we put things in the chat as fans, your great show and others, to say he is the boss over Al, I think, and this is just my personal opinion, I think he does have Al ear when it comes to the actual sport. And I actually think he looks at him like as a adopted son, and I mean Al to Floyd. So he actually asks him about certain fights, like, yo, you think he got a shot? All right, I can build that up, or I could do it. But when it comes to that business, it's the other way around. Floyd is hanging on that man's every word because of what position he put him in. So I would be hard pressed for anybody to say Floyd is not seeing a paycheck coming back from PBC. But to sit there and say that he's making these decisions, he's one of them type of people that you got an opinion either way. You can't sit on the fence. He's just one of them type of people that I can't think of the proper words, so I'm not going to butcher it. But you have an opinion of Floyd, and that's what made Floyd who he is. And I think he's always looking for the next big thing, so he's just trying to keep himself relevant. But you're absolutely right. He's not moving Tank how he moved, and I think it was because of Tank lack of discipline early on, and he didn't want to mess up that golden goose. I think you want to see a new level coming from Tank, and I think he about to start putting some big names down. Go ahead, A1. Thanks, man. Appreciate y'all having me up.
A17, man. What's up, man? Hey, A17, don't be roasting me today, bro. I'm weak, all right?
Nah, I know you ain't right, bro.
Yeah, just keep it respectful today, bro. I ain't got no, I can't do nothing but laugh. You gonna say a joke, I'm gonna start laughing, which is gonna make my ass start coughing and shit. And I ain't gonna even be able to come back at your ass, bro.
Nah, it's all love today, man. And the missus in here too. I know you ain't right. I ain't trying to get whooped. You feel what I'm saying? No, it's all love, all respect, man. I hope y'all enjoyed your vacation, man. I seen your pictures and shit. I say, look at old Kenny Lattimore. You know what I'm saying?
I was enjoying that shit till I started, bro. I was enjoying that shit, right? I started driving back home. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I ain't no old ass nigga. Like, why my back sore? I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna keep driving and shit. Then my legs start getting sore and shit. I'm like, what the fuck? My whole body. So what the fuck is going on, bro? So I'm driving. I finally get home, whatever. And then we live in Texas. You and I live in Dallas, Texas. I'm like, it's fucking 95 degrees, bro. Why do I have goosebumps? Why am I fucking shivering? I'm like, oh shit, man. I took that goddamn test, bro. The motherfucker said positive. Man, I'm like, god damn. That vacation was fun, but it wasn't worth that shit, man.
Right. And see, look, I know everybody got their opinion about the jab and how everything went down. You know what I'm saying? And we ain't gonna get into that. That's a personal preference. But you have to understand where you shot up to. Many of them people didn't do anything in regards to that. You know what I'm saying? So the space you was in, you know, some of them people that's been out there and around in that area, man, you know, it's different. Hell, I was on my way home just a minute ago listening to you cook. I was trying to wait till I got to the house to jump on. And me and my lady watched the lady pick her nose from one light to the other here on the side of 121, fam. Real talk.
See, hell no, bro. Nasty ass people and shit, man.
Fact.
Shit be making me mad, bro. I'm just looking like they looking at me and my family on the strip like we crazy because we the only ones walking around with masks on and shit. They all just run around that bitch free to the motherfucker, man.
Fam, I'm petty. Okay, I'm petty as hell. Like, I was waiting for her to get out the car at the store so I could pull up and tell everybody. She was digging in her nose for the last 5 minutes, y'all. Don't touch nothing she touched. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro, get that nasty shit out of here, man.
Man, I'm that type, man. My lady get on me about it, but hey, man, nasty ass people, they need to be exposed. But anyway,
do that shit, they go touching all the produce and shit. Yeah, bro. Fuck out of here, bro.
Don't let me. Hey, look, I'm gonna tell you. Don't let me catch you digging in your nose or your ass, cause I'm a snitch. I don't care where we at in public. I'm gonna embarrass your ass. It's just me.
Ready, bro. What you got? What you got on this boxing tip, man? What's good,
man? Look, man. At the end of the day, look, I hate to even give this motherfucker some shine, right? He say the shit in order for somebody to click and look and talk about it. You feel me? The motherfucker really ain't relevant. And he involved everything. Everything involves him. Everything is him. Like, I don't care what nobody say. It's the softest shit ever. Y'all leave Tank alone. Boy, that shit soft, man. Leave my fighter alone. It don't even sound manly. Not from a guy seen whoop 26 champions in his 50 fights. Champion after champion after champion. But the difference is he had to. That's the difference. And look, two things can be true at the same time. Floyd was masterful in the ring. Masterful. Like, I mean, greatest ever taught. You feel me? Like you can't even say another fight in this era get close. Nah, bro, greatest ever talk. You
Look,
feel me?
bro, all facts. You could legitimately like say that about him, and then you like people can come with another argument and they can debate with you. They might like another fighter, but Floyd gonna have a good argument too.
You
You can't
damn
say
right.
that about every fighter. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta give him those flowers. But you speaking facts, bro. You speaking facts. Go ahead.
As far as him, but I mean, outside when that man steps out of them ropes and onto them steps and start walking down, you know what I'm saying? He's got another persona as well. And he's giving us material and shit to judge off that as well. And I mean, at the end of the day, that shit ain't worth a damn. So
And my thing, 817, he know that shit sounds soft. And that's why
yeah,
I
he
be
do.
saying petty and hating this shit. Like, he trying to shine Tank in a negative light, bro. Because he knew what that shit would do. You know what I'm saying? Like,
He
you know what
boy
type of
Tank.
shit that's going
He
to shine
little
on your
boy in it,
fighter and
fam.
shit. Yeah, dog. Get the fuck out of here with that
He
shit,
little
man.
boy in him. He little boy in him. Just like he tried to sneak this Earl and say, if you can't advance your fighter, such and such and such and such, you ain't no promoter. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling y'all, it's subtle subliminal shots to always keep him on top, no matter who it is. But if you Tank, you listening to him, you looking at it, you following him, and so far, everything coming to fruition because you getting paid. You can do what you want to do, when you want to do, how you want to do it. So, yeah, it's 10 of us over here, real fans, saying we want to see him do this, that, and the third, but he ain't giving a fuck. He cashing them checks. Yeah, it's some bullshit. But let me say this to y'all too, right? I feel like they created a monster with the weight skipping shit from 130 to 140, right? Because now you open up a whole cornucopia of motherfuckers that people say, I want to see him fight this person. I want to see him fight this person. You know what I'm saying? Well, we all know that
Hey, I'm guilty.
Styles,
Hey,
man,
I'm guilty in the motherfucker 817 because when he moved up and fought Barrios, I was like, shit, man, put him in there with Josh Taylor, put him in there with
see
Rize,
what I'm saying?
put him in there with
See what
yeah, bro.
I mean? I
Hey,
didn't even
it's
say I
all
don't. You know, we all been guilty of it. You feel what I'm saying? And Tank been talking against it in his own little way as much as he could. Hey man, y'all think I'm Superman or something? I'm glad that you know what I'm saying. You know, when we was talking about Keith Thurman and things, and while the dimensions and shit line up and everything, it just understand the same way we seen the game swallow AB. You know what I'm saying? In some ways, it's swallowing Tank, but he just that good to where he's surviving. Real talk. Pay attention. Look at it. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people putting shit on Tank plate that he don't want to eat, but he getting paid. So, you know, when we want him to talk, he want to talk, but he don't want to contradict himself because of who he fucking with. But he don't know not to fuck with him. Who else are you going to go fuck with? Bob? Who running the Bob or running the Eddie?
shit. If you want less money, you run the Bob. Shit. You
Shit.
want less than what you worth, you gonna run the Bob like a motherfucker, man.
And everybody can say, well, you can leave Floyd, step away from Floyd, fuck Floyd if he holding you back. I feel that, right? But you're
That's
gonna
the
turn around and
Cambodia.
fuck, right? But you're gonna turn around and fuck with Steven Espinoza, right?
Wait,
Right?
but hold
That's
on. But so isn't Tank? I thought because I was listening to the Rize podcast, I thought that he's not re-signing with Floyd, and he's going through with GTD, and Al Heyman is still his advisor.
That's what they saying, bro. Yeah, that's what we have right now, but nothing's official. I would just say, JD, just wait till you see who promoting this next fight, bro. Because
facts.
it's so many. It's they're saying that, but then Tank Davis out of his own mouth said Mayweather Promotions, baby. Still
Right.
Mayweather Promotions. So like it's a bunch of contradicting shit going on, bro. Like, if anybody, it's kind of like the Terrence Crawford being lowball thing, like where people just saying a bunch of shit and nobody really know what the fuck is going on, bro.
Yeah.
Just I would say he gonna fight again this year, and when he fight again this year, it's gonna have no choice but to come out, bro.
Okay.
But hey, you know, it's
I just
interesting
think
because if
we
you listen
doing the
to what he
game a
said on,
disservice keep talking about Floyd, man. You know what I'm saying? Like we keep making it to where Floyd be overcast or outshine these fighters. You feel what I'm saying? Because he got an avenue to put out bullshit with Fight Hype. He got an avenue to put out whatever the fuck he want to. If he want to go poop twice and spend $3,000 on Fight Hype, he can, and they gonna be right there to put the camera on him. You know what I'm saying?
Whatever be popping, it seemed like he showed throw something at it. When people were going crazy, man, we were doing shit. Excuse me. We were doing fucking live streams on Spence and Crawford damn near every week. What Floyd do? Hey man, shit, that fight ain't real unless it's me. Shakur just came out. He had his little back and forth with old buddy from YouTube. I ain't gonna give his name no clout or nothing. He had his back and forth with buddy from YouTube. He talking about he gonna move up to 135 pounds and shit. What Floyd do, man? Shakur and Devin, they need to fight each other. They need to quit work. Like he just find himself in the mix all the fucking time, bro.
Yeah.
Attach himself to it. He gonna attach himself to it, and I'm gonna tell you what we do. Unfortunately, as a community, we fucking talk about it, right? And lend credence to it. You know what I'm saying? So then he can sit back and see they still talking about me. I still run boxing. I'm still the motherfucking straw that stirred the drink.
I'm the biggest name in boxing right now. I'm the face of boxing. I'm the face of boxing.
I made smart investments.
If you see Steven Espinoza, then you just know you see me too. If you see Steven Espinoza, then you see Floyd Mayweather because I am Showtime.
That's exactly why.
Fuck out of here.
And it's crazy because the topic of conversation, like I say, had nothing to do. And if you notice, I think he was supposed to be talking about Tank. And then right after he made a comment about Tank, then he said something about Dev and Shakur, and then he rambled about himself for the next 7 minutes. You know what I'm saying? I was able to keep my 42 houses. I still got them. I made good business. I still got my private jet. It's like, bro, ain't nobody talking about that shit right now, bro. Nobody's talking about that.
Bro, do y'all now see why for months, bro? I was one of the first ones. I was like, if we gonna get what we want from Tank, bro, he got to get out from under Floyd. Now, I don't know what that look like. Does it mean Showtime? Do it mean Top Rank? Do it mean design? I don't know. But I just know that because of Floyd Mayweather's character and his personality, Tank Davis will never be the best version of himself he can be as a fighter because Floyd don't promote that way. Floyd wants to steal the spotlight. And if
that's
Tank
a toxic woman relationship to him.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
If,
that's like a brother with a toxic woman, bro.
Yeah.
Tank is fighting Devin Haney and moving up fighting Josh Taylor, and Tank is fighting Loma, then that's just going to take the shine off of Floyd, bro. And so Floyd ain't trying to do that shit. Floyd trying to make money, dog.
Ain't nobody hating on Floyd. Wait a minute. Ain't nobody hating on Floyd.
Ain't nobody hating on that man, bro.
I hate that shit, bro. So check this out. You could be a philanthropist, right? You done built a school for kids, right? If I say, man, look here, that brother is amazing. He built a school for kids. He gave them a future. But guess what? He slapped the shit out of his old lady the other day at Target in his own video. Am I hating on him because I gave him his coin? You know what I'm saying? No. But the fact of the matter is, he slapped the shit out the lady at Target, fool, and heard the video. Right. It's motherfucking facts that Floyd is vain, fool. Like I said the other day, if this nigga at your funeral and he paid for it and he eulogized you, he gonna fuck around in his speech because he don't know what to say. He gonna fuck around and tell everybody he paid for it while you laying there. And tell everybody he not gonna end up like you because he made smart investments. I'm not gonna end up like you, brother, because I made smart investments.
Stop making me laugh, bro.
He gonna take credit for the funeral.
He gonna pay for the motherfucker and tell everybody why you laying there cold before they even put you in the ground. That he paid for the shit.
Kick your ass on my panel, bro. I got tears coming down my fucking eyes.
Me too.
My bad, bro.
Man, I can't laugh like that, dog.
I'm gonna get my black ass in the chat because you know I ain't gonna act right knockout.
Nah, you good. Stay right where you at, bro.
Listen.
Stay right where you
at. Floyd is the type of person because in his eyes, he built Tank. And not for nothing, even if we not getting what we want from Tank at whatever division he at the end of the day, all these other fighters is mentioned in Tank, right? And the fact that even though we're not mentioning Tank in the way that we should be mentioning him, he still has that exposure, and that's what Floyd looks at as paramount. You know what I'm saying? We still mention Tank's name. With Tank's name, we should be mentioning Mayweather. You know, that's a bad thing. We should.
But Floyd is doing the same shit, bro.
First of
Floyd
all,
is doing the same shit that he did. Floyd's doing the same shit that he hated that Bob Arum did to him, bro.
right,
He's
right.
he's viewing Tank like he's viewing Tank like he owe him something or like he owned Tank.
History repeats itself, right? Floyd is talking about promotion for a fight. He's not even a fucking promoter for Errol. Errol has been his own promoter. Crawford doesn't even have a fucking promoter. So how the fuck would you even know what's gonna happen with the fight and shit's supposed to go through you? But Al Heyman was Al Heyman before you was Floyd Mayweather. Make it make sense.
Fam, succinctly put, Floyd allows his career to be the main factor in his manipulation. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because he's playing the fans one way and manipulating the game one way, but turn right around and when he have his conversations with Tank, manipulate it another way. And then when the shit look funny in the light, he hold his 50-0 career up and say, "Nigga,
look what I did. Look what I did.
Nigga. Look at this. Look at this record. Nigga. You gonna go with me or you gonna go with them people out there? Pay smart investments.
6 champions straight, but them belts don't matter, nigga. That's crazy.
Hey man,
I can't believe he
Go ahead, right side. What you about to say, right side?
I want to ask you, Knockout, what did you think? So during that Rize podcast, they asked Tank, they said, and remember now, Gilly them asked that man, did you ask for the big fights? He said, no, I ain't never really asked for that fight. They just told me who I was going to fight, right?
Yeah.
So they asked him, they said, who you fighting next? He was like, shit, I don't know. I know I'm going to be fighting. I'm just waiting for them to tell me who I'm going to knock out. I'm just waiting for them to tell. And I'm sitting here like, bro,
had the Rolly fight been announced?
No, this was the Rize podcast the other day.
Wow. So he's still signed with them.
So I don't know. I don't know who he's signed with.
The one he just did?
Yeah, the one he just did. When they asked him who he gonna fight next, he was like, shit, I don't know. I'm just waiting for him to give me a date and tell me who I'm gonna knock out next. And I'm like,
oh, that's the question.
I'm like, bro, how you gonna you told us that you want to take the training wheels off, and this is why I start going at Tank versus Floyd. You told us you wanted to take the training wheels off. Nobody didn't force you to say it, but whatever. And then in this interview, you're gonna tell me you still don't have a clue and you ain't asking for to fight nobody. You just waiting for them to tell you who you gonna fight. And I'm like, it's the same. Even if you ain't signed with Floyd and you got Al as an advisor, you waiting for Al to advise you. Hell, Floyd trying to advise Al on who to advise you to fight.
Yeah, basically, it's like you.
Here's what I think. So it could be one or two things. I want to answer this question. Then A17, you go ahead and cook on what you want to cook on the chat. Let me know if I need to highlight a comment for you. But this is what I would say, right side. This is how I read that because I didn't hear that whole part that you talking about. But I trust your words. Shit, I know you wouldn't lie about no shit like that. So here's what I think. It could be one or two things. Either, and this is why when JD was talking about, well, is he signed to Floyd? What's going on? Who is this? What's going on? That's why I said we need to wait for two things. Who we fighting next, and we need to wait to see who's actually promoting that fight so we can get the answer we need. Now, to your question, right side, to your point, the way I could look at it is two ways. Number one is bullshit, kind of like what you were alluding to. Oh, you still signed to Floyd, or you still letting somebody run your career, and so you just letting them pick and choose who you fight. And so that's why you just waiting to knock a motherfucker out and you don't care who you fight, so you still on the same bullshit. Or what I'm hoping as a Tank Davis fan, first and foremost a boxing fan who want to see the best possible fights, what I'm hoping it means, maybe they're trying to get multiple fights for Tank. Maybe they might be trying to work out a Ryan Garcia fight. Maybe if Ryan loses to Fortuna and doesn't look good or he beats him and doesn't look good, maybe they have another fight that they're trying to negotiate because these dudes never negotiate just one fight at a time because shit can always fall through. And so maybe that's what he meant is I don't know who I'm going to fight because he don't know if they're going to get the Ryan fight or he don't know if it's going to be Michelle Rivera or is it going to be Jose Valenzuela or Isak Cruz too or whatever it is, bro. Maybe he just truly don't know because he's waiting to see what they can negotiate. And then in that regard, shit, I'm just whoever going to come through and I'm going to knock their ass out, whether it's Ryan or is fucking Michelle Rivera, whoever the fuck it is. So you can look at it a bunch of different ways, but that is alarming, bro. That is alarming. I don't like to hear that shit. I'm hoping that it just means that they got a couple of offers right now and they're just waiting to see which deal if they're gonna be able to make and what fight they're gonna be able to get. But Steven Espinoza usually be a straight shooter, and he said out his own mouth this week he trying to make Tank Davis versus Ryan Garcia.
Facts, all facts.
So I would believe that Tank is saying, well, shit, I don't know, I'm gonna knock a motherfucker out because he's thinking it's either gonna be Ryan or somebody, but whoever the fuck it is, I'm knocking their ass out. That's how I choose to look at it, bro.
And I want to give a young brother all the benefit of the doubt. I don't want to crucify him, none of that. You feel me? I want to give, but come on, man. I'm just like I say. I'm waiting to see. I'm just waiting to see, bro. Waiting to see.
Yeah. Just the key is gonna come when you see who he fighting, and if you see Leonard Ellaby big nose ass get up there and start announcing the fight, and shit, start talking this shit, then you'll know Tank on some bullshit. And then you come right here to Knockout Boxing 86 TV, and I'll do it. People will think that I hate Tank when I get done, bro. If that is the case.
Hey, hot booger sugar from Leonard, man.
But A17, bro, I seen your private chat, man. What's going on, bro? What happened?
Leon, my boy Leon, big bro Leon had highlighted something. You feel what I'm saying?
On that bullshit, that's what happened. You want me?
And I want to chop that up real quick. So if you could go back and highlight it.
Which one was it? Because him and Dundada have been going at it. I've been reading it. They've been going all of it.
Where he was talking about the PBC card, like we passed on it, like we didn't chop that shit up.
Oh, the Juneteenth card they were talking about? Yeah, I seen that bullshit. Go ahead, bro. I'm finna find it. Right there.
All right, so let me read that for everybody. At Dundada, we spoke on that, fool. We all went against that Gary shit. We went against that bullshit Juneteenth shit, and that slave belt Jamal was happy to have too. The fuck you talking about? Listen, if anybody clicked on anybody link and said anything about it, more or less anybody doing something on their channel, I was front and center on that shit when it was happening. And let's get the real sauce on why that shit went down, right? See, just like they come in here, sit back, don't hit the like button, don't comment, and infiltrate and sneak and listen. Mauricio funky ass was doing that with the barbershop. You did? And he did that because his image was getting drugged with the Juneteenth card. But you know, a snake, they can't get off their belly. You feel what I'm saying? So it was gonna be some shit with it. So the design of the belt was some bullshit. The fact that they only had one brother on the card was some bullshit. But they knew what brother to take that to. They didn't take that shit to a Wilder or nobody like that. They took it to somebody they knew they could get it past. So, and don't act like we didn't talk about that shit. We don't give no passes here. Ain't nobody, rest in peace, Batman. He definitely didn't give no pass on the Gary shit. He talked about it as much as he could. And said that he would, if it was on him, it wouldn't be going down like that, regardless as to what the motherfucking consequences was. So let's keep shit a buck here, Dundada. That's why you don't click the motherfucking links. Because we got receipts. So wasn't nobody celebrating that Juneteenth shit. You talking about a motherfucker who reside in the state.
Matter of fact, we were talking about how trash that car was.
Facts.
We were shitting on that car. That's the car where he fought Montiel, right?
Facts. But the reason why the card, but I'm gonna tell you something. Y'all think YouTube don't run boxing, but on the cool, Mauricio put that together because he was influenced by a YouTuber who was backslapping him and giving them a way in to the brothers. That's why him, Bob, the other motherfucker that disrespected Clarissa that I roasted, that's why they all go there and not here.
Clarissa, who? The Guo? Oh,
I don't even want to give the motherfucker clout. I've already said it once.
Yeah, I understand.
You feel what I'm saying? But I'm just saying no. I'm just saying no. See, I'm not just gonna kill the statement. I'm gonna give you the root of where the shit came from and kill it. And I'm gonna say again, Dundada, we love you being the resident troll in here. You family. But every now and then you gotta click the link, cause understand something. When you drop shit, bro, regardless as to whether it got a home weight or don't, shit travels. There is a responsibility to this shit. And
Facts.
I'm glad you don't click the link, because you ain't gonna be responsible for the bullshit you say on here. But you need to understand, you need to be responsible for the bullshit you type.
Yeah.
All facts. All facts.
Shout out to one of the OGs,
I'm
Mr.
telling
Monk, with
you,
that $5 in the super chat. Yeah, man. I remember, because I wasn't going live yet, because I had only had my channel for like 4 or 5 months at the time that card happened. But I remember shooting videos very, very critical of that card. And I remember being on panels, and I remember Batman was going in. I remember you going in, 817. Nobody liked that shit, man. Nobody like that shit, bro. So, it is what it. Hey, man, let's get to the last topic, though, while I got you fellas up here, man, before I wrap it. I'm going a little early today, so this is going to be the last topic. I'm just trying to last as long as I can, man. Let's talk about this Earl Spence, Terrence Crawford shit, man. I know this is everybody's favorite topic that they love to hate. But we got Stephen Espinoza coming out. He's saying that he's very confident that the fight is going to happen. You got Earl Spence sounding confident. Terrence Crawford sounding confident. Terrence Crawford fans, not so much. Let me see. Espinoza said, we'll go with his comments first. He says, everyone wants to know about Spence and Crawford, and hopefully Ryan Garcia and Tank Davis as well. I can't promise either one of those. I feel pretty confident that we can get to Spence and Crawford before the end of the year. If we're able to get Spence and Crawford done, that'll be 2 fights for undisputed titles this year. That path is much clearer. The path is much clearer to Spence versus Crawford than it is to Tank Davis versus Ryan Garcia. So there's conflicting reports. You got Bernie the Boxer, who's Terrence Crawford's shoe shiner, or I don't know, whatever you want to call him. He's saying that he feels like the PBC is lowballing Terrence Bud Crawford and that they're not coming correct. Simple question for you fellas. Are we gonna get that fight this year, man?
Yep.
All right, talk to me. What, like, all the news, all the different conflicting reports and shit, man. What has you optimistic, JD? You jumped off the porch. You said yeah first. Why are you so confident we're gonna get the fight, bro?
I'm 100 with you, because now it's not even about what Arrow is doing on his side of the street. Now this shit about what the fuck is the threshold in front of Bud that's stopping him from negotiating this fight. He don't have no leverage. He knocked out all of these welterweight fighters, contenders really.
What's up, coach?
Belt, right? For his belt that weren't even good. They were B- fighters at best. And that includes a very close to retirement Sean Porter, because we didn't get the same Sean Porter we got against Arrow, right? Arrow has done the heaviest lifting in this division. He's faced even more adversity than Bud Crawford in this division. And instead of taking tune-ups in this division, he beat the shit out of everybody they put in front of him, convincingly. So I feel like, in my opinion, I'm a big fan of Arrow. When I was at the Tank fight, I had the pleasure of meeting Arrow. It was only for like fucking 30 seconds, and I fanboyed out a little bit, but I got the hell up out of there because they ain't gonna catch me slipping on camera. But I was like, you gonna knock Bud out. That's what I told him. But anyway, I personally feel like Arrow has done more than enough to prove that he's the best in the division. And now it's going to come down to, if Bud wants to continue to establish his legacy, who the fuck would turn down being just undisputed twice? If we being realistic, he's trying to price himself out, make himself worth way more than what he actually is. And when it all comes down to it, all of the narratives and goalposts that Bud is trying to push, that shit not gonna matter when it comes to putting that business on the table, because he didn't do the same type of lifting that Arrow did. He didn't fight through that adversity. He didn't go to a foreign country besides Australia. I mean, he didn't go to a country where, fighting for a major title against a very game and able and capable boxer that could very well beat Errol, right? And Kell Brook, who was much bigger than Errol at the time where he only lost to Triple G. Bud didn't do that. When Bud fought Kell Brook got knocked the fuck out twice. Both of his eyes broken. So I'm not trying to hear none of that shit. The fight is gonna happen because I feel like Errol the type of person. He gonna keep his mouth shut, keep working in silence, and when it come down to it, he gonna make everybody that's a Bud fan or counting against him eat their fucking words like he do every single time. They were saying Shawn Porter was gonna beat Errol. They were saying Danny Garcia had a lot of opportunity to counterpunch Errol, especially off of the car accident. They were saying they don't know how Errol is. They don't know. They were saying that Ugas is gonna beat him because his eye not the same. And he broke Ugas' fucking face. He broke his face, his nose, and his ribs. And Ugas got so much heart. That's what make me respect Ugas. That he stood up and got the shit beat out of him for 11 rounds straight.
Hey, hold up, real quick, Jay. Hey, Sharon, where you? I ain't seen that information. Any of y'all seen this information Sharon talking about? Crawford wants Spence to take his money or some shit. I ain't seen that shit nowhere.
I ain't seen that shit nowhere. I don't know what the fuck he talking about. But look, like, Errol is a businessman at the end of the day, but he a smart businessman. He not gonna put himself in danger, and he's not gonna put himself in position where he don't feel he's competitive in the fight, or that he don't feel, he could walk through somebody. I personally feel like Errol feels like he could walk through Bud Crawford, and I believe it.
Hold on, bro. I got some people saying they ain't never seen that. I got one person saying he did an interview. An interview with who, bro?
No, it's that old video. It's hey, you know what BF cooked on today, and what Blue Blood ran, that old video of Crawford, and they bringing his words back. How they bringing his words back to basically hang his motherfucking ass like he always do. If he don't say something new, you can go back to some flaw he said before and use it up against him now.
That 60-40 my way shit, 50-50 and no fight, that shit. I got you. Okay, all right, go ahead, JD. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm just saying, I feel like Errol think he gonna walk through Bud, and I believe it. I feel like, the best time to beat Errol was right after that time when he fought Danny. Like, when you notice how much smaller he was, how much lighter on his feet he was, how he was lacking on power, and how he was still getting accustomed to being in a ring fighting against a top tier fighter. Because Danny was ranked in the welterweight division at that time, and that was the title defense. And so that was the best time to beat Errol. And Bud missed that shot. Also, Bud is old as fuck now. By the time they fight, Bud will keep fucking around and fight him by the time he 35 going on 36. And you saw what Derek James said. All that athleticism that everybody think that Bud got, he gonna use his fucking whatever bullshit they talking about. That shit not gonna matter, man. That shit is not gonna matter. Errol is going to walk through this man. He too little for the division. Bud came all the way up from 130 to 147. He's too small.
Just to let everybody know, that video of Bud, that shit that Blue Blood ran or whatever, that video is Bud right after Kell Brook. That's why you see his eye fucked up like that in the video. That was right after Kell Brook.
Shit, bro.
So I'm just saying, why he up there like my boy DP Rocker say, looking like Delroy Lindo and shit, lying, talking about how if he was confident or whatever, he'd take less because he know he was gonna win. Now his funky ass ain't trying to do it. You know what I'm saying? But y'all just understand that's old. You dig? That's old. That's not nothing current.
Y'all petty, bro.
That Bud had, he don't got that shit now. If you look at Bud, whatever he have in the interview, like that, his own interview, you can see in his face he don't have that same confidence. He really thinking like, shit, man. Ugas, he had the chance to knock Errol out. That motherfucker got up and turned the heat up and beat the brakes off of Ugas, man. And I lost to that nigga in the Emmys. I lost to him. This shit kind of scary. Errol is the boogeyman still right now. All that shit they talking about boots and all that. I'm not worried about boots. Nobody beat Arrow at welterweight right now. Nobody. Not even Bud. I don't give a fuck about all that. Bud is crafty. He gonna use his feet. Bud hasn't used his feet since he came up to welterweight. The only time he used his feet is when he fought Jeff Horn, and before that it was at 135. And he almost got stopped by Gamboa doing that shit too. So we could throw that narrative in the trash, lock the trash up, and burn that bitch. Because at the end of the day, Bud gonna fuck around and try and use his feet like a dumbass and run into something. And he does not have the advantage of being a southpaw. Because in my opinion, Arrow is a way slicker, more conventional, fundamentally sound southpaw than Bud. And his
what up? Let me ask you this, Jay, before I pass it to right side. So
anything, go ahead.
With that being said, bro, what do you think the holdup is? Do you think the fight's done? They just ain't announced it. Do you think it's rematch clause? Do you think it's money? Like what do you think the holdup is?
Bud wants to make sure that if he lose, remember that shit he said about Keith Thurman? Why does Keith Thurman have to take a tune-up in order? That just mean that he don't believe in himself? Nobody was thinking about that type of shit, right? And we've heard people match Bud name to
Andrew. You're welcome to come up, Andrew. You can come up if you want. You ain't got to type in the chat, bro. You're welcome.
Man, yeah, he on dumb shit anyway. But Bud started mentioning that shit about not believing in themselves, and we gonna go back to the DAZN interview. I don't remember everything word for word verbatim, but just the language that he's using is borderline. If I make it to the point of beating Arrow, like it seems like he's shortchanging himself and second guessing now. All that shit that Bomac was talking, we gonna fuck this dude up and all that. Arrow paid attention to that shit. He stayed silent. And he been in that motherfucker working ever since. And I think what's intimidating them the most over there in Bomac and Bud camp is that as soon as Arrow beat Ugas, maybe like 2-3 weeks later, that nigga Arrow was back on the hill training. That shit.
Yeah, you were back on.
That nigga was back next Monday, nigga. That nigga took a day off.
Monday, nigga. I was
the Lord's Sabbath, and then he was right back to shit on Monday, bro.
He like, yo, this nigga. I'm telling you, they do not believe they gonna beat, but they gonna beat Arrow the first time. I'm telling you.
I don't even think it's that like this nigga took the time. Macadon got it right here. I'm gonna put his comment up on the screen. Everybody look at Macadon's little avatar right there. This nigga took the time while he was training for Ugas.
Yeah.
Had somebody design
before this.
That nigga had somebody design fucking t-shirts and shit, man.
They said that shit all out of shit.
Hey. Ugas got 4 losses, right? Motherfucker, Andrew, he got 4 losses. You good, you can type that shit, but not come up here and talk that shit. But guess what? Ugas was available, and Ugas got a ass whooping he put on Bud. And let me tell you something. If I whoop your ass 15 years ago, and you see me in the mall tomorrow,
you gonna remember that shit.
You gonna remember it, whether you want to get some or not.
I want my fair one because I lost them shits a couple years ago. So
you mean you gonna want some? You gonna tell your wife, that's the nigga that whooped my ass, 15, 20 years ago. He whooped my ass, man. Yeah, I want to get him back, but we got the kids with us. So you gonna make up some shit. So talk that shit. When Bob said that shit to him, when Bob said he was available, he didn't want none. Bob said a lot of them motherfuckers was available, and he was sitting on his motherfucking hands waiting for Amir Khan and motherfucking me, the not famous beat ass brother and shit. Shut that soft ass shit up. Tell that nigga to come outside. That nigga sat on his hands. He was scared of a motherfucking prospect. If Jerron's so motherfucking green, why ain't he clean the floor with him? Shut that soft ass shit up. Come click the finger.
Yeah.
Let me jump in.
Let me ask you this, right side. Let me ask you.
Hold on. Knocko before
go ahead, Jay. Because you
point something out.
Go ahead, bro.
Nigga Boots, right? You motherfuckers said that Delorme is a top contender because he fought Bud and went some rounds with him, and this nigga Boots dispatched him in literally 2 rounds. 2.
That shit crazy, bro.
2. Knocked him clean the fuck out. And he a
This
switch.
nigga went rounds with Gamboa, like
went rounds with
critical
Gamboa.
rounds, like critical rounds, bro.
I say rounds,
Critical.
nigga. That was a life and death fight, nigga.
Fuck you mean?
Some rounds.
35. Do you know what Arrow's gonna do to him? I'm telling you, them niggas are scared. Them niggas
I
scared.
know.
All
I
that
know
shit they was
what's
talking, them niggas scared. I promise you, I seen it before with my own 2 eyes. This shit is nothing new to me. I'm from the tri-state. Them niggas scared. They scared to get nitty gritty. Them niggas, that nigga Arrow from the dirty water. When them niggas step in the ring, Arrow gonna take out all his aggression. It's gonna be effective aggression about that shit they was talking.
Derek just told y'all flat out. Derek
Let me-
told y'all when the fight happens, all that shit, he gonna make them fight in one spot.
Let me go to right side, y'all. Right side, we gonna get this fight this year, bro.
Bro, you know, I've been very optimistic about the fight, man. It was interesting. I was on Champ Shot shit yesterday, and he was interviewing Coach Pete. And one thing Coach Pete he talked about was when it comes down to these networks, they have a certain pot that they gonna, you know what I'm saying, that they're gonna be allocated for the fight. If the number that you asking for is outside of that pot, you know what I'm saying, then they can't sit there and just guarantee you that money, right? And so when Bernie comes out and says the shit like, hey, they lowballing us, they ain't giving us what we deserve, this, that, whatever, it makes me very skeptical, because at the end of the day, it ain't like the money the allocation gonna get any larger. You know what I'm saying? So if the allocation ain't gonna get any larger, then the guaranteed money, and that's what I think the holdup is, the guaranteed money. The guaranteed money that they're gonna offer you is not gonna be necessarily what you want, but at the end of the day, you still gonna make your biggest bag. You feel me? Especially when I hear Steven Espinosa say we only make 10% for pay-per-views and the fighters get 90%. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is I want to believe this fight is happening.
Yeah, that was a gym. That was a gym he dropped with the brother Young Billy Boxing, man.
Hey,
shout out to YB, bro. That young man doing work.
But it also shows you the quality of Steven Espinosa as well. Keep cooking, right side.
And that's the thing. So when you hear, you know what I'm saying, that Bud Kemp coming out saying these type of things about being lowball, hell, the network can only offer you, you know what I'm saying, they can only offer you what the damn bosses are telling you. This is what we think the fight's worth. This is what we're going to give y'all to make the fight happen. That's what they can offer, bro. That's what they can offer. And because EJ got 3 belts, ain't no way they going to give EJ less money than they giving you, bro. At the end of the day, man, I think that the hold up right now, you know what I'm saying, and respectfully, I ain't never mad, man. I can't be mad at Bud, you know, in this situation. Well, I can be mad at him. I ain't gonna lie to you. I can be. But if he asking for what he feel like he deserves, I ain't got no problem with it. My thing is if the networks ain't willing to offer you that, you got to be able to negotiate in good faith, bro. You got to negotiate in good faith. And if it's a time frame, a time limit that Espinosa thinks that is out there to make this fight, and you ain't budging, bro, I don't know if the shit gonna happen, bro. I don't know if it's gonna happen.
Man, goddamn, man, let me say, no, you ain't got to prepay for the fight to happen. You know what you had to do is past tense. It's too late. See, that's what's wrong with us.
Hold on. Let me just finish.
Look, hold on. We'll bitch about some shit that we had control of and bitch about it in the past tense. That's what my people do. This motherfucker talking about, do we need to prepay for the fight to happen? No, you had to buy pay-per-views. You had to buy pay-per-views for the motherfucker you say you support. The motherfucker you won't even click the link for. You had to buy his pay-per-views. We done had the fucking fight. He done had the money he was supposed to get. Stop with the cow.
And see, this is my problem. Let me say, hold on, bro. Let me say this, bro.
Let him go.
And so, this is my problem. Being on panels with cats who claim to be Bud fans, but then in the next breath they'll tell you, I ain't never bought a Bud fight. I stream all the fights. Well, what the fuck you talking about? Why are you arguing me about the splits and shit if you the one streaming the fights? You know what I'm saying? And Coach Pete said it best. He was like, shit, Bud fans, are they buying fights? Because if they were, his numbers would have been much better than they were. And that's what the networks are going to go off of, your numbers. The same reason they can offer Canelo $50 million for a fight is because they know they're going to get a return on investment. That's what it's about. They're not in the business of losing money. And if they're not in that business, then they're going to look at the past. They're going to look at the numbers that both of y'all did. They may say it may do a little more, but if your numbers were shit, bro, it is what it is, and it goes down to your fans, bro. It goes down, and it's crazy because I bought the fucking pay-per-view fights, nigga. I bought them. I bought Bud shit. But these niggas, they get on the panel and they proud of it. Oh, now you can stream that shit, bro. This is a new era, bro. You ain't gotta pay for shit. We can stream it. That ain't got shit to do, man. That's the problem, bro.
They literally post on community pages and shit where to go to watch the links and shit, bro.
Yeah.
And that's the disgracefulness of it. That's the disgracefulness of this whole situation. Is at the end of the day, it don't come down to just Bud. It come down to the individuals who say they supporting the sport of boxing. They say they supporting the sport, but they not going out. They not spending their money, and they not putting money into the sport. When you don't put money into the sport, then it creates these type of situations where fighters feel like they worth some shit, but their numbers don't justify it. And now we come to an impasse where, hey, the networks are saying this is what we got. You can take it or leave it, and that's where we're at right now. It's take it or leave the shit, and it doesn't seem like Bud Team right now is willing to come in and continue to negotiate for what the networks feel they're worth. And so at the end of the day, Knockout, I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm very pessimistic that this fight happens. I don't believe that the shit's gonna happen this year, bro.
Shit.
Hey, look.
What say you, A17?
Hey, look, I've been saying it all along. This ain't some shit the boy wanted. He ain't never wanted this shit. He ain't never wanted this shit. He never wanted this shit. I don't even think he's ever wanted undisputed at this weight unless it came easy. The motherfucker he was, listen to me, the motherfucker he was 1-to-1 with, right? When we talk about ass whoopings, like I said, motherfuckers run back to amateur record when they talk about Savannah and Clarissa, but it don't matter in other places. Motherfuckers run to it when they talk about Loma, but it don't matter in other places. So I'm gonna assume all ass whoopings matter. Okay? So the motherfucker he was 1-and-1 with, he had a chance to fight at a 45% split to get a stranglehold on the WBC belt that everybody knew that Thurman bitch ass was gonna drop, that he dropped a month later after he had already signed to fight Jeff Horn, which he knew he didn't have to do because Jeff Horn was over there on the fight.
Somebody get I said what I said about my chat, bro.
Oh, yeah. I seen him too, but I was up here and couldn't get to him because I'm on my phone.
Nah,
but
you
Pete,
good. Somebody get him up out of here, bro. Go ahead, 817.
But Pete, he had the opportunity then to run up on Danny. I say it every time I'm on this motherfucker. Danny Garcia is the motherfucking, he's the man. He's the man. He's the one you got to pay attention to. The nigga didn't fight Danny Garcia when he had a chance. He could have won the WBC, double back around, won the WBO. Then he 2 belts up. Earl still only got the IBF. Then what did Bob bring down the pipe? Everybody shit on Bob. We all know Bob is a piece of shit, but Bob brought this nigga fights. Just like Bob sat up there and told you, this motherfucker.
Hey, Drew, turn your camera on, bro, so I can see who you is. Then you can turn your camera off. I'll let you up. But I got to see who you are first, bro. Go ahead, 817.
Bob told y'all, these motherfuckers are available, right? He had Manny Pacquiao signed. Manny Pacquiao done did umpteen motherfucking pay-per-views. Them niggas know if the money there. That fat ass nigga told you he ain't signed because the money wasn't there. And y'all ate that shit and believed it. Get the fuck out of here. So on the cool, the boy could have had at least a piece of 3 motherfucking belts. This would not be a motherfucking argument, fam. When he was at 140, niggas was advocating for him to get undisputed. I ain't never had nothing against him. But I just felt like it was certain fighters that he was fucking avoiding. At 140, I wanted him to run up on AB doorstep. I wanted him to call out, at least call them out. At least put it out there in the air. We know the size of the street gonna keep us from fighting, but I'll go upside his head.
Real quick, whoever Drew was, it says your device was not connected. So I kicked you from the studio, but you're welcome to come up, bro. Everybody welcome up on my panel. You just got to turn your camera on so I can see your face. Then you can turn it off. So if you want to come back, link is still in the chat, bro. But I had to kick you out because it kept saying your device wasn't connected. So try again once you get your device in order, bro. Go ahead, A17.
I'm just saying we got multiple motherfucking times, examples, different statements, contradictions, whatever. I mean, I could run through it. You feel me? I know it like the back of my head because we talk about the shit too fucking much when it comes to this. At the end of the motherfucking day, right? Even when he got outside of all this, like I said the other day, he went and did some other sucker shit. The motherfucker did everything he could to avoid it, but guess what? Just like boys and men say, we at the end of the motherfucking road. Ain't nowhere this motherfucker gonna go. At 35, is he gonna drop down to 140 pounds? No. And he not running up to 154 and touching shit without doing business with Al now. You got to do it here. You feel me?
Yeah.
You got to do it here. And if you don't want to do business the right way, then you're gonna get mandated to do some fuck business. And you ain't got no representation or network. So, yeah, I believe it's gonna motherfucking happen. Because the nigga he don't want to go and miss this motherfucking bag. As much as he don't want to take this ass whooping. So he gonna try to inch as close as he can to get the most ridiculous amount of money that he think he can't get. And if he can get a little bit, he gonna push further. To push the ass whooping out further, to keep the narrative being whatever the narrative is, and protect his fragile motherfucking ass and image, and keep giving these sucker ass motherfuckers out here shit to run with. But like I said, like I keep saying, I'm gonna say it again. There's a responsibility that you have to yourself, your career, what you do, your legacy, and anything. When you jump on this motherfucking mic and say shit, just like he jumped on that camera with his eye fucked up and sat up there and sold that bullshit, now it's coming back to haunt him. Now niggas running it and he looking like a fool because he asking for everything because he not confident.
Listen, man.
What you motherfucking say means something. And you can lie, you can tell a lie, and people will run with it. And it will divide people. And that's what we got here. That's why this subject is what it is. That's why we can't talk about it in a controlled manner most of the time. Because a lie travel farther than the truth.
Facts, bro. Listen, I believe, so short answer for me, I believe the fight gonna happen this year. I'm hoping it's already done, to be real with y'all, and they just stringing us along. Now, a couple of things I wanted to point out on the live stream, bro, and like one of the main reasons for making this, I made videos on it, but I haven't had a chance to talk to the people live and really give y'all my thoughts. Like, I see a lot of sucker shit going on, bro, when it comes to this situation. It's really driving me up a wall, bro. Like, so Bud Crawford, his guy comes out and says that the PBC is lowballing him, right? But he don't give you no numbers that they offering them and shit. And then you got people that's actually running with that, making content off of it and stating it as if it's some fact that Bud Crawford is running around this bitch being lowball, or even that he's running around this bitch being unreasonable with what he's asking for. But nobody knows what PBC is offering him, and nobody knows what he's asking for. So how do we know what's true, bro? Like, people just pick and choose and want to run with certain shit because it fits their narrative and shit. And I'm not okay with that, bro, on either side. So my thing is, stop with that bullshit, bro. Like, there is no proof. There's no evidence that Terrence Bud Crawford is being lowballed by the PBC. As a matter of fact, the evidence is to the contrary, because he sounds very amicable. He sounds very, very happy, very confident that the fight is going to happen, as does Earl Spence in his most recent comment. So both of the fighters are acting very, very confident. So I don't understand why, as fight fans, we shouldn't be confident, and why we can't be very optimistic about the fight. So I'm going to choose to continue to be optimistic. I know my brother Right Side is on the other side. He's pessimistic about the fight, but I'm telling Right Side, man, hold your head and keep faith, bro. Fight's going to happen this year, man. It's going to happen this year, bro.
Bud fans went screaming, wasn't on these podcasts screaming and shitting in the chat screaming when he took less money than Amir Khan.
Nah, they wasn't. They wasn't at all. And that's my issue.
Guess what?
Yeah.
And Dongo had how many belts?
He had two of them hoes, right?
How many did Bud have?
They both had two. No, they both
They
had two.
both have two.
And the split was 60-40, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Bud way.
In Bud favor, right?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Facts.
But Earl got 3 belts and he got 1, right?
What I'm
Facts.
saying, bro, like
And Earl uttered 60-40. Earl uttered 60-40, and the nigga didn't want. He fuck this shit. That's some disrespectful shit. Bop, bop, boop, bop.
I've been
But it wasn't disrespectful to Ndongo. And
I
how
just
many?
think,
And wait a minute,
I
the
just
nigga
think,
fought
bro,
Ndongo at home, fam. He fought
Facts.
Ndongo at home in
I
Omaha
feel you,
for
bro.
undisputed.
I just think
No,
it's. I
he
just
was in
think
Lincoln.
it's
He was in
certain
Lincoln.
level- It's
What
certain
the gate
people.
do?
A17.
What
Some
pay-per-view
people
do?
don't want. Some people don't want the fight, bro.
Fuck
That's
you,
all
nigga.
it is.
No, they don't.
Some people don't really want the fight. They just rather
Hey,
their
listen,
narratives be correct, bro.
Bud
That's all
had
it
the
is.
chance. Bud had the chance to fight Ugas. That's what I was telling you to point out earlier, KO. There's Macadon one said Bud didn't want that Ugas smoke. That shit is true. He ain't want no smoke. with Ugas.
Bomac said Ugas was a killer. I remember that
So
shit.
why the fuck they didn't want to smoke? They could have fought him, took 2 belts, and then it would have been 50-50, 60-40. But his stupid ass wanted to be a valiant warrior, and now he gonna get knocked the fuck out for being a valiant warrior and retired with half his face gone.
I think the fight gonna happen, bro.
I think Earl gonna chew that nigga
this year.
food, bro.
It's gonna happen, fam.
I just don't. I just wish we could stop all the fucking the fake ass narratives and shit, bro.
Yeah.
That's my main thing, dog.
Like Earl was scared of him. I couldn't believe motherfucker.
Like Earl ducking Bud being low ball,
and he
Bud asking for $35-40 million. Like, bro, we don't know. Like, where are the numbers at, bro?
Yeah.
Like the key thing is though, Karma just put it in the chat. What's really going on and why narratives keep popping up and shit keep happening and people keep finding excuses because all these channels that's been saying Spence is ducking or been saying all this negative shit, bro. All them hoes go away the moment that this fight get made, bro. The moment that this fight get announced and it happen, all that shit it becomes obsolete. And now you got a decision to make. Do you change your whole channel up?
Nah, I'm gonna tell you what they're gonna do, knockout.
Like what do you do at that point? You fuck
they're gonna take credit for making the fight, knockout. Watch this. I'm telling you, here's the intro. Well, we finally got what we've been wanting. We've been wanting. We've been pushing and pushing for this fight, us as a community, and we finally got what we wanted. Oh yeah, they're gonna lump themselves in, like, you know what I'm saying? Like they really been pushing for the fight solidly, like they really been reporting the shit 100. Yeah, I guarantee you.
Yeah, that's some whole sucker shit, man. Real quick on the fight though, like I don't think I explained I have the detail kind of why I favor Spence, and I leave y'all with this, bro. It's because Spence do something that a lot of fighters in today's boxing they ain't caught on to. These dudes really don't want to fight like that, bro. A lot of them want to box and look pretty and shit, and they want to, show their skills and athleticism and shit. But Spence make a motherfucker fight, bro.
Contender said it. Shout out Contender.
He make a motherfucker fight, bro. Like he's going to turn that shit into a dog fight, and make you feel like it's me versus you.
That's what Derek told y'all.
When he get you like that, man, that shit with that work rate. And those technical fundamentals, all right, good luck with that shit, bro.
That's what's gonna be Bud downfall. He gonna prove a point. He can take one on the chin and dish it out. He gonna get knocked the fuck out. I'm telling you.
Derek told y'all succinctly. You know what I'm saying? He really gave y'all too much because he told y'all, y'all think he gonna do that moving and shit? He said, man, look, he gonna have to fight, right?
Derek all that's code for A1. All that's code for is Earl Spence's body work, like I've been telling people, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like, people keep saying
you in that body, your feet gonna stop.
People kept saying that Ugas and Danny and those guys, they just stood there. They just stand like Earl was just good because those guys just stand in front. Nah, bro, that body work made them stand in front of him, bro.
Yep.
Like the body work made them stand in front. That's why guess what they were? They were competitive for the first 3 rounds, 3.5, 4 rounds. That fight was looking close as shit. Then that body work started kicking in on their ass.
Hey, great point. And watch this. Watch me tie this in.
Changing colors and shit. This shit went from white to orange.
No, watch me tie this in, knockout. Now look, we just got through watching who? We just got through watching Lil Frank, right?
Yeah,
right?
Frank Martin. Yep.
You said for the first 3 or 4 couple rounds, it was competitive, right? Frank is a little bit further back in the game, but you seen the same shit. When Frank started really focusing and going back to the body, he took them couple of rounds off, what the fuck ever, right? Went back over there, got that coaching, walk him down, whatever, work from bottom to top. He started going to that body, that motherfucker feet stopped, and he caught it. Bye-bye.
Yeah,
So
bro.
early, further along in the game, everybody that he fights, everybody that he fucking fights, they feet stop. Why? Because he making a motherfucking stop. He cutting that motherfucking ring off, and he making you stop and fight. And
Nigga
when
hit you in your
Terrence has
ribs,
to
your hip
stop and fight,
bone, all your
it's
shit,
gonna
man.
get ugly. When he had to stop and fight, it's gonna get ugly, and it's gonna happen. He can't float for 12. He didn't float with a
that's
goddamn
why
podcast reporter.
That's why them niggas scared to sign the contract. I'm telling you. Hey, KO, didn't I predict that Rolly was gonna get knocked the fuck out? That's the last time I was on the chat.
Yeah, you
I
did. Me and
told
you
you.
both. Yeah.
I told you. Matter of fact, I said between the 6th to 8th round, Rolly gonna get knocked out. Why? Because Tank he's cerebral, he's smart, he can time you, and he's gonna react when he needs to and when it mattered the most. If Rolly was gonna run into some shit, it's gonna be the same type of situation with Bud. Bud gonna get cracked, and he gonna try and prove a point like he did when he fought Kavalauskas. Because Kavalauskas was the hardest puncher he fought that dropped him. Just like when he fought Benavidez. Benavidez was just as crafty as he was, but he was less capable of moving around because he was immobilized at a point, right? But these half-ass fighters that he's fighting, if you look at it, all of them had strengths that the other didn't have. But Arrow has it all.
All right, 817, peace out, bro. Go get your pizza. I'm about to wrap it up anyway. Go ahead, bro. I'm listening.
Yeah, no, I was saying, salute to 817 and Right Side, because them motherfuckers be cooking every time they
Yeah,
come.
they do, man.
Salute to you
They
too,
do.
but them two motherfuckers be
Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you jumping on with us.
I feel like I'm undercooked and I don't cook enough, but it's whatever. But listen, you know, Arrow, these fighters that Bud is fighting, the motherfuckers, they don't have all of those qualities that Arrow got. Arrow got the feet. We saw that with Danny Garcia. We saw Arrow got the dog. We saw it with Ugas. We saw Arrow has durability. We saw it with Sean Porter, bro. And we saw Arrow get punched in his mouth.
Shit,
hard.
Sean Porter, when he went flying in the air after a Ferrari.
Yo, look, like
bro, he doable than the motherfucker.
Like, come on, man. And he fought Lamont Peterson, and Peterson cracked him a couple good times, and he put his ass down. Them motherfuckers are saying, "Oh, Jerry gonna beat Arrow, bro." With his boxing.
Blue Blood, what up, Blue Blood? Salute.
Come on, man.
Some of the OGs in the game, man. Blue Blood Sports TV that came through. What up, Blue? Salute.
What up, Blue? Salute the Blue.
Salute, Blue. Listen, man. All I'm gonna say is that nigga Bud need to sign a contract and keep that same energy that they had before a couple months ago. Talking about, Ugas the killer and shit. Then he got killed. So that same energy, my nigga, because now
don't do it like that, man. Ugas tough as shit, man. Ribs, nose, eyebrow.
But he got his
heart like a motherfucker, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Remember that song? My mind keeps telling me yes, but my heart keeps telling me no. He should have listened to his heart, or he should have listened to his mind, because now his fucking face, he couldn't even get on a plane for a couple months, bro. That's terrible. You couldn't go back to Cuba, Florida, wherever the fuck you was at, because your face was so fucked up, and they were scared you was gonna get a blood clot that exploded in your head from that ass whooping you took from Arrow. Them motherfuckers paying attention. They know what's up. They tried to play games. They talked down on Arrow, and they seen what happened when motherfuckers talk down on Arrow. All that shit that Ugas trainer was talking about, that shit was out the window. And you see how silent he was when it came to the time where I don't even think they did a conference. They was too busy at the hospital. So yeah, they need to keep that same energy and sign that fucking contract, man. I don't think that fight signed knockout.
I think it's signed, bro. I think that's what we do. I think it's signed. I think the fight already done. Shout out to Mr. Turner with that $20 in the super chat. Say, I've heard everyone saying the fight is going to happen, Spence. besides Bud and Bomac. Bud said it too. Bomac ain't really been saying much of shit, but look, y'all, man, I gotta get back on these meds and shit, man. That wife just called me. It's medicine time and shit, and I gotta take the drowsy medicine. So let me get y'all last words and shit, man. I'm gonna wrap the show. Try to get some rest, and I will be doing the prediction show tomorrow, everybody. So y'all be sure to check out the predictions. I already did one prediction this week, and we already got it right. We off to a good start. We did the Kazuta Ioka versus Donnie Nietes. We picked that one down to the T. Said Ioka will win a wide unanimous decision, and he was able to do that. Made me look like a prophet yet again. So we'll be back live tomorrow night at 7:30 p.m. Central Time for another good cook. But right side, man, let me. Well, JD, go ahead and get your last words. Then I'm gonna go to right side. Go ahead and get your last words, man, and we'll go from there.
Salute to the chat. Salute to KO Boxing 86. Salute to the Rize Podcast. I had the pleasure of getting acknowledged by them for words of encouragement with what they doing. Salute to Blue. Salute to KQKC. And salute to Right Side and 817 for always coming up here and sharing the floor with me. Y'all some great people. Keep up the good work. Get better knockout. We don't want to make you laugh, break a lung or some shit. But yeah,
I was tripping. Yeah.
Keep it going, man. Keep it going, man. Hey,
all right, bro.
Y'all be good. All right, I'm out, man.
Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you.
Right side, what up, man?
KO, man. Glad to have you back, bro. Glad to have you back, man.
Okay, bro.
First things first, man. They're gonna beat the shit out of Tank, bro. I'm just telling you, bro. I'm just telling you.
Hey, man, let you go ahead and get your shit off. Y'all, everybody get your shit. Everybody feel like they can get out on knockout right now. Everybody, bro. Everybody get your shit off. Get it off. When y'all see me pop up live and my camera back on,
we in trouble, huh? We in trouble.
I'm at everybody helmet, bro. So y'all might well get me right now while I'm laying up in the bed trying to do lives and shit, man.
Man, appreciate you, bro. Much love to you. I hope you get well soon, brother. You know what I'm saying? Missed you last week. It felt kind of weird, right? On Wednesday, I was like, damn, my brother he ain't going live. All right. Then Thursday, I'm like, damn, no prediction show. Man, the shit just felt weird without you, bro. But
I still dropped the vids though. I dropped the prediction video.
I saw the vids, but it's different. And bro, I wanted to get up here. I was picking Ray Vargas to win the fight, and I wanted to talk about it. Why? And but you know how that goes. So we'll have another chance to chop it up. But hey man, y'all go subscribe to the channel, man. We working actually. I don't know, man. I got some shit to do tomorrow. I want to go live after you today, but we might go live. I don't know yet. I don't know if I'm gonna go live tonight or not. But yeah, man, we trying to go live a lot more often now. You know what I'm saying? So y'all go sub to the channel, man. Dub right side. You feel me? Go show me some love, and when I go live, man, y'all show up and show out for me, man. KO, man, much love to you, brother. Much love. Great show as always. Bro. And man, get well soon, bro. Get well soon. But I'm gonna try to tap in with you tomorrow. I got some shit I'm supposed to be doing for my job and shit, and that shit probably gonna bleed over into the late night. But if I can, bro, I'm gonna definitely tap in with you tomorrow. And hey, we gonna rock again, bro, as always.
All right, man. Peace out, bro. Take it easy.
You too, bro.
All right. Hey, man, thank you, everybody, for showing up and showing out today, man. We had a great turnout. Smash the like button on your way out of here if you haven't already. Check out our live show tomorrow night, 7:30 p.m. Central Time. I'll also try to do like a video, but I can't shoot videos like normal. So my videos as of right now are me just popping up, going live, discussing a few topics, and then getting on out the way for about 10 to 15 minutes. So we got a couple of those up on the channel, man. Y'all bear with me as I try to recover from the COVID, man. We're doing the best that we can, but I appreciate everybody that came through today, man. Leon showing up and showing out. I Karma, Clarence McCain, Smokey 1235, Sheena, my wife, Miss Knockout Boxing 86 TV, AJ, Judah was up in here. Blue Blood came through. Sharon Roberts, Mr. Mechanical, Coach was in here. Macadon 1, Catman 785, and everybody else that showed. The Contender Regime Boxing was up in the building. Everybody that showed up and showed out, man. I appreciate each and every one of y'all for coming through and showing support to the channel. I'm about to go get some rest, and I'll catch y'all live tomorrow night, 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Talk to everybody soon. Peace out, y'all.